Hey everybody, just making a kind of I guess you could say it's an emergency vlog. Um, just want to make sure the sound works.
Hey everybody,
And it
just making
does.
a I guess you could say it's an emergency vlog.
And it is. Um, on Twitter, someone I don't even know named Jack Aponte decided that they would tag me and criticize me and call me stupid, okay, for stating that um, Oakland Mayor Shang Tao should not have fired Oakland Police Chief Armstrong, let alone fired him during Black History Month. So this person comes in and says to me, or tweets basically that I'm stupid with a meme, saying, "What does being black have to do with that on Black History Month?" And at first, I got what I suppose the tweet was intended to do me angry. And then I calmed down because this person is obviously young. And so I checked Jack Laponte's LinkedIn and website and determined that one thing is very important to Jack Aponte, letting the world know that Jack is queer. I applaud that. In other words, to Jack Aponte, it would seem representation matters, right? Jack, representation matters in every case. I am going to take a look from what I think your side might be. I don't know. You say it doesn't matter. It does matter that the police chief is black. I lobbied for 2 years to get Oakland Mayor Libby Schaaf to hire Armstrong. Chief Armstrong has made a gigantic difference in the lives of blacks in Oakland who are used to being rousted up, treating inappropriately and unfairly. And informally, the community knew where they could go. They could go to him. They had a different channel. Shangtown removed that channel. And for reasons that are not defensible, and I don't care what my friend Jim Chanin says. Jim sounds like he was digress reading from some playbook she put together, but I digress. But to do it on Black History Month? No. There are many of us who can trace our lives back just 4 generations to the end of slavery. Some of us, fortunately, weren't enslaved, but that is unfortunately not the norm. Today, of course, slavery is not what it was in the 1800s. It's gone. It's illegal. But it's a great deal of psychological damage to us because we've been kept out of jobs, representation. It is very important to have a black top cop in Oakland. We've had it before because it sends a statement that, hey, look, the police should, even if they don't, and they did in the case of Memphis, should understand better the plight of someone African American who finds themselves in trouble with the law. That's the whole point. The whole point is to be able to have a touchstone to say, this person represents you, and therefore you should feel that you have a fair counsel to go to informally. That's the idea. I'm not talking about whether it works perfectly in actual practice, because what does happen at times, and it happens because slavery has done such a job on us, okay, that a lot of black folks don't like other black folks. And it comes out in different ways. Even those who profess to actually love Black folks. We don't appropriately put money into each other's businesses unless, of course, it's something that is classically, cooking oriented, but certainly not tech. The law, to a degree, sure. Healthcare, just changing. We still have a long way to go. But we will never be at the point where you can say that for us, representation doesn't matter. At the same time, you're saying their representation matters because you're queer. And don't tell me you're not saying that, because you say it all over the place. And you are right to do so. You're absolutely right to do so. Let me show you something why representation matters. Let me show you something that I was at that you were too young to be at, let alone know about. Although I certainly hope you do know about it because it's part of history. I don't ever want you to forget it. All right? At all. Here. Watch this. Yeah. It's a celebration. That's what it is. I'm going to freeze it right there. It's the celebration of the first day that gay marriage was declared legal. Remember this date. Okay? And no, I'm not queer. I'm straight, just for the record. Monday, June 16th, 2008. Why go there? Because for me, it was more than just news. When you grew up in the Bay Area, I went to Skyline High. At our prom, we were a gay couple. No one batted an eyelash. Big deal. Class of 1980. Way before you were born. That's Oakland. Representation matters. Monday, June 16th, 2008. Take a look at this.
On the sidewalk. Gotta get up on the sidewalk.
That's San Francisco City Hall. Stop the hit.
Sure.
Change is hard for some people. You see that? Okay, you set the scene now. I want you to see this. Right here.
Who are you? Sorry?
They're coming out soon?
I don't know. I've been here since 4:45.
It's a long time.
I know the service is over, but I don't know.
Okay, thanks.
I'm coming
Are we
out.
out on the balcony here?
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
And what they were doing is they were expecting Gavin to come out. Gavin Newsom. That's what we're waiting for the mayor. Now he's California governor. Okay.
So what do you think about all this?
And hold on a
I
second.
think it's really
I want you to listen to this. Okay. I want you, Jack. I want you to listen to her. Okay, listen.
I mean, I actually, I thought I was going to be jaded, having fought so long, and when it finally happened, I thought I was just going to roll it off my shoulder. And I feel like, this is really pretty awesome. Pretty awesome.
There's some people who say that's not really a big deal anymore.
It's not a big deal, but I think if each of us just for a moment really realize the significance of we can marry, I'm 57 years old. It's pretty. I'm saying, wow. I never thought I'd see it.
You think now Gavin can run for governor?
He can run for governor, but I don't think he's going to win or lose because of this. I hope it's going to be on issues beyond what's going on in gay marriage or not. I think there's also a lot of other issues. But I think it's a pretty amazing day. Pretty amazing day.
Karen, I think it's pretty amazing. Now, our daughter doesn't have to live in sin.
I like that.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? But it's also, I think it's a huge thing, not that people have to get married, but it's just some basic level of decency that we're finally accorded. I came out before gay liberation and was in bars as they were raided, and I honestly never thought I'd live to see this day.
That's great. Thanks. About this, we get together.
I think this is awesome. This means my brother will be able to get married one day, which is great news, and we're cousins, so we definitely. I think it's definitely a monumental day in history, and I think that it's great to see all the support out here. Of course, there's also people who are unsupportive, but everyone has the right to be however they want to be. But I think just overall, it's a very step in the right direction. Yeah. And like you said, monumental day in history. Yes.
Do you guys think that because this happened, Mayor Newsom should run for governor or something like that? Someone
I wouldn't be opposed. Yeah, I'm actually working at the Court of Appeal this summer, so I know there's also, for me, it's nice to have kind of an insight to the whole background of it. But yeah. I'm not from California. I've only been here for 2 weeks, so.
Oh, okay. And you say
I'm from California, and but regardless, I think this is a step in the right direction, and hopefully other states will follow.
Nice.
So.
Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Gee, I really love you and we're gonna
became part of history. And I'm very happy.
Should Gavin Newsom run for governor now?
Pardon?
Should Gavin
I was trying to get Gavin elected.
Why not? Why not?
Sounds like a good idea to me. I mean, Gavin Newsom is definitely the center of the hurricane, the storm, or the spring, the rising of a new idea that's spreading across the country. And it started right here with the tail wagging the dog again. Hey, thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I don't know you, but I love you. Hey, so what do you think about all this historic happening around here?
I'm just thrilled, and I'm really excited that this is finally coming into the mainstream, and it's just really all the time for all the people who are married in the country to really come together and support all these other people who want to be married.
And I want to stop right there because I think I'm making my point that representation matters to everybody. And from 2008, 2018 to now, we made great strides. We're not at the point we'll ever say it doesn't matter. It always matters. It's not to say, well, we have to consider everybody because, yeah, we do. Your background matters. Your color matters positively. Your orientation matters positively because it means we have a window to understand who you are, what your struggles are, what your triumphs are, what your desires are. That's called something we now say every single day. I see you. Jack, what you essentially said that you didn't want to see me. All right? But I will never say that. And I have never said that. As you can see, I let my media do the talking. I am Oakland's first YouTube vlogger. I'm Oakland's first YouTube partner channel owner. And I have made more YouTube news videos about Oakland than any other single person or media outlet. YouTube based, note. I have a proud history. And I've used my platforms and my outlets to give light to people who otherwise were ignored. It is vitally important to me to make sure people are seen. It is vitally important that we don't, in Oakland, lose our ability to see each other. That's a sin. %70 of the homeless people in Oakland are Black. Because we don't care to get them the housing and the money we need and they need. And we make it a long-term activity. I've said this before and I'll say it again. You want to help people, you give them money. You don't create programs to make it look like you're trying to change something. Particularly in this instance. We've done a great deal of damage to Black Oakland. And we need to repair it. We don't need to tear it down by firing not one, not two, but 3 department heads who were Black within a month and a half, as Shang did. Representation matters. You have to be careful. You have to think about other people. And you have to love people. And you have to make sure they're seen. as long as you live, don't ever say to another person that they don't matter or call them stupid for pointing out something that's extremely important. It was a youthful indiscretion on your part, okay? But it was wrong. It's a bad use of social media. And yeah, I did report the tweet, by the way, because it was racist. If you're going to live in Oakland, Jack, you have to learn to see the plight of others who do not look like you and who do not even have the same orientation as you. You have to understand them, whether you want to or not. In Oakland, that should be your first default action. Understanding, not hate. That's all. That ends this broadcast.